Hello guys, this is Tega Liquidator. In today's video, I want to show you guys how I traded GBP JPY, gold and BTC. But I'm going to be talking more of GBP JPY at this particular video. On the next video, I'm going to be talking about gold. So you must watch this video from beginning to the end to understand the concepts I trade and how I use them, right? So if you're interested to join my Telegram channel, here is the link. And you're also interested to join my WhatsApp class, which is the November class coming up, here is the link and do it to join. So I'm planning to take out this particular external high, and I'm going to show you guys how I knew or plan how my plan is actually gonna be going, or the reason I'm actually taking that trade. And this is where the trend started from, right? So I'm going to explain something about structures and liquidities, external liquidities, internal liquidities, trendline liquidities, right? So I'm going to be talking more of that particular stuffs on this particular video. So pay much attention and share your thoughts on the comment section, and let's know what you understand on this video, right? So people has their own way of trading what structural liquidities, but the way I trade my own particular structural liquidities is what checking from the higher time frame. So my structural liquidity trading is looking kind of a top-down analysis, that is knowing where the market is pushing from the higher time frame down to the lower time frame. So once again, if you're interested to join my WhatsApp class, which is the November class coming up, do well to click on the link on the description to join the group, right? So that's where we are having class of November. That's the first week of November. It's going to be the last class of the year, right? So talking about higher time frames, I mean taking your directional buyer from your higher time frames, where we have 2 hours, 3, 4 to weekly time frame, right? So that these are time frame you can actually call your higher time frame. So how do I analyze? I check from the 4 hours time frame. So 4 hours time frame as a day trader is kind of like the most simple and the most coolest time frame to check your trend and know what that market is actually looking like, right? So what is the structure I use? What structure are you seeing here, if I should ask, right? So if you see here, we have a series of downtrends, right? This is a series of downtrend, but this is not the initial trend, right? So this is not, I mean, the main trend. This is not the main trend. So this is kind of like a counter trend to get into a particular key level, which you can see here. And now we are planning on taking out the external high. So this is what I mean by external high. I'm still going to talk more about it. So make sure you pay attention and watch from now to the end to understand. With few minutes, this is around 15 minutes video, right? You're going to understand something on it. So after market taking out these levels, and I want to kind of like explain more. So I took a first trade. I think that was earlier on Monday, right? I took a trade there, but before then I took a trade on this particular level, on the key point on that particular higher time frame, which tells me that we are still bullish, and I look out for a trade there, but it's kind of a little trend because I already know that market is not yet on the particular key level it's supposed to be. So that was why market still came back to a particular zone to pick the others, right? And now we are going to be timing what the external high at this particular spot. Now if you are kind of like somebody that wants to swing, you can still check from your daily time frame, you can still check from weekly time frame. So if you come to daily time frame, if you have to find your directional buyers or check on what the market looks like at this particular point, if I should switch to line charts, you can see very much here we have a support broke, a resistance level broken, and we also have a break in market structure at this particular high. Let me mark it out, which you can see very much here. We have a trend breakout here, which is a break of structure for me. So this is a break of structure to the upside. Tells that daily time frame we are still strongly bullish, right? We are still looking out for what bullish, right? So if I switch back to line chart to candle charts, you can understand what the candles is telling us very much here. And even at that, we still have inducement on this particular daily, and market has actually swept the inducement, which is what the external low liquidity, which is this external high we have here. We have an external low at this particular level. Market took it out, tipped the key levels, but on the daily time frame is looking like a week. So if you go to the 4 hours time frame, it's going to be a body candle. So this is where I took interest to start looking out for buys on GBP what JPY. I initially told you guys to look out for a pair that favors you much, and the first trade was on that particular level, which you can see, and market still came came back because of what? It have not picked the order. So now we are respecting what? 4 hours and daily time frame key level. So we are going to be definitely taking out the external high we are seeing right now. No matter the market is closed right now, once it opens, I'm still expecting market to keep pushing up and not selling to the downside, because of what the trend line liquidities and market, how the market trend into our level of interest. Sorry. So you can see this was where I targeted at this particular first levels of interest. Market came back to tip us on, taking out the external liquidity low, and now we are targeting the external liquidity high. So this is how simple it works. 4 hours actually gave us a structural shift to the downside, but I checked the 1 hour time frame. And 1 hour time frame gave me what? An order, right? Which I used in taking the first trade, but I've already deleted the position stuff, the position stuffs there, right? So I initially deleted it to actually trade this particular movement on Friday. This is the last one I traded on Friday, right? Before I took this one that is currently rolling, that is not yet on TP, right? So I'll show you guys how I traded that. I entered that last one. I think I caught the screenshots. I like keeping documents, like documenting my trade entry and the exits, right? So this is how I caught them, and this is where the trend started. And you can see the structure that is building up there, which we have a double break of structures. And if you go down on how I took the second trade of 15 minutes, it was a 15 minutes setup entering. So you have what you can see very much here is shift in market structure and inducement level. Market pushed all the way up, which I used in catching the first trade, which I told you guys earlier. Market came back, tipped the key level, and there, boom, we started buying from that level back to the upside. A very simple concept, right? So you can see very here on the 30 minutes, this particular trade, I took this particular trade on the 30 minutes, which I have a double break of structures, inducement level. After market played around the inducement level, market still came back to a particular spot and take us in, and right now we are what? Buying at this particular moment, right? So this is a simple concept that everybody can actually learn and become profitable. So make sure you watch these videos from beginning to the end, because I want to talk more on how to confirm your external lows and external high and internal low in internal liquidities and external liquidities. So make sure you pay much attention on this and learn something from it, right? How to work with your external high and low, right? So let me actually mark them out for you guys to see, right? When you have a series of a high time high, right? I don't know how to put it, but the major high at that particular time on your higher time frame and the major low at a particular time on your higher time frame. So if you check the directional bias, you're going to see something looking like this. If it's actually off to the downside, if it's towards the upside, you see something looking like this, right? So you have a series of something looking like this on your higher time frame, right? And market, it means the market has actually swept the low or the high at the higher time frame. That's what we call external liquidities. This is your external liquidity high or external liquidity low, right? So when the market sweep your external liquidity high or low, look very carefully to check if there is any key level which can be your breaker block or your order block where the market is taking. Once you confirm that, you see how simple and sweet the market will start trending gently to the upside, giving you higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. And that's how market is going to trade till it takes out this particular external high. Making sense? So if the market is actually going towards the downside after tipping a key level, that's how same way is going to trend lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and lower low till market definitely takes out the external low. All right. So once the market is on your external high or external low, best thing to do for yourself is to go down to where? The lower time frame. And when you get to the lower time frame, I've already shown you guys how I catch my reverse trade and how I catch my continuation trade. And that's more important why you should join my class, so you can actually be able to understand it if you have not heard it before. But if you still want to kind of like know it yourself, you can actually go deeply into all my videos. You must come across where I explained it more, right? Sorry. So these are kind of the entry patterns I look out for. So I'm drawing on the upside, on the movement towards the upside. All right. So these are the structures I look out for once I'm on the lower time frame. And whenever I see these structures on the lower time frame, after confirming where the directional bias is definitely pushing to, at that particular spot, I don't need to think much of it, right? I'll just take the trade and make my money out of the trade, right? So these are actually 4 major movements I look out for at the lower time frame, right? So these are for the upside. So if you put it down, it will be for the sell side. So you should just keep screen record of it, or just keep it in thought, or rewatch this video multiple times to understand it. So these are actually the 4 major ways I enter this trade. First thing I need to see is a shift in market structure, or a break of structure towards the upside or the downside, depending the bias. Then I take out inducement level as a point of trap where I'm expecting market to take out. Point of interest will be at the closest zone to your inducement. That should be your closest zone to your inducement. You take your positions on your key level. Take positions on your key level. Please, if you don't understand anything, put it on the comment section. Let us know, please. Then we have we also have what we call a breaker block entrance, which is what market taking out a particular key levels, either a 2 key levels or a particular 1 key level, right? So once market takes out that particular key levels, what we are expected to see at that particular moment is to keep buying. So a simple concept, it can actually keep you profitable without you stressing much of it, right? So this is why I love structural liquidities, right? So now this is another pattern of entry model where you can see inducement before market taking out a structure, but it doesn't count, right? Which you can see a structure here, but market actually gave us inducement before taking out that particular structure, right? So if you also see something like this, you can still take the trade. It's still very much valid, right? So after this, you take your trade after the inducement has been taken out, and after the market takes out your inducement, stock your trades. Apply risk management. So don't be crazy when taking the trades. All right, apply risk management. That's very, 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 very important to know, right? And this is the final one, right, where you can have a series of charts looking rough, but it's still the same way of trading it, right? Don't be confused when you see it. Once you spot your inducement level, you spot your closest key level. That's the one you're going to be using. The closest one should be the one you're going to be using. All right, so where you see this breaker block, I took the trade very carefully right there. So like I said before, this should be almost the end of the video. I'm not going to be talking much here again, right? So if you're interested to join the November class, like I said earlier, do where to hit on the link on the description. It will take you straight to the WhatsApp, and I'm going to contact you from there. So if you're serious, I will approve you once the payment is being done. So we're going to talk about it on the WhatsApp, right? So do it to click on the WhatsApp to learn it yourself. And if you're actually interested on the Telegram channel, do it to click on the Telegram channel link and join. Or if it's not there on the description, ask for it and I'm going to give it to you. But I must swear and promise you, I don't post much on Telegram. So if you're expecting me to be posting on Telegram every time, I don't do that, right? So after market taking all these levels, you will see what the market did next. Market started buying and buying and buying, right? So now let me give you examples of let me also delete this first. I think I need to delete this so that the chart will not look dirty or crappy stuff. All right. Okay, let's do it later. I think later I'm going to delete that. Let's talk more of it now. This is the current trend I'm having on GBP/JPY, and I'm still on this trade, and I'm going to show you this particular point. And I bought a Profem. That this is the particular trade I want to use in passing that Profem. But let me show you how I took this trade. I have a double breakout structure at this particular spot where you can see a structure to the upside. I have another breakout structure level here, but where is the inducement after the last breakout structure? So we have inducement and I have key level here, but market has already, the inducement level was able to mitigate the breaker block, and that's why I took it from this 30 minutes kind of other block level there. So I took the trade, and right now we are running a massive profit. like you can see very much. So this is more of why you should come and learn it yourself and trade it by yourself. And we are going to be holding this trade from this particular spot till market takes out this trend line liquidity. So this is kind of like trend line liquidity, but I call it external liquidity, but because of what they are all in particular range, right? So but that's the trend line liquidity, and that's where I'm expecting market to take out. And the second line up there is actually a sell zone where I'm expecting market to drop. So once market tip that second line, I can actually start selling. It is a weekly key level, right? You can actually check it out yourself. So this is why I'm buying from a key level going back to a key level, a simple concept that everybody can initially know. So do where to subscribe on this video. Once again, turn on, watch this video, repeat this video, make sure you watch and share to people that feel like learning. This is a free knowledge I'm giving it here, and you actually want to learn it yourself. Now let me show you how I caught this particular one. From the higher time frame, you can see we have an order block, and I came down to the lower time frame. It's a simple concept. I came down to the lower time frame. What am I looking at for? I'm looking at for a simple structure. Let me go to 15 minutes where the play out was very neat, but I took this trade from 15 minutes. So you can see here I have what can you see here? Let me zoom it. You have something like a structure shift. I have inducement. Market played all the way and came back and tipped me in after tapping my closest key zone. From that level, I started buying to the upside. Be profitable, trade like a wolf, and secure like a pro, right? So this is what I tell everybody on my channel, right? So like I said, you guys are interested on Telegram, demand for it and I will give you the link. But if you're interested to learn it by yourself and trade by yourself, just click on the link on the description. The group link is going to be on the description. Just click on it and let's talk on WhatsApp, and I'll approve you to be the next student of November. Peace out and enjoy. This is all I'm going to talk for right now, and let's see next video. So exactly what I'm expecting, and let's see if market opens and take me out. Not bad, but if it works to my direction, you'll see, which I believe is going to get to my direction. So peace out and enjoy your weekend and your new week. Enjoy your new week, and let's see how this week goes for us. And tell me the pair you feel like trading this week on the comment section, and I'll also tell you the pair I'm going to be trading. I'm going to make a video on the pair I'm trading next week. So enjoy yourself and subscribe. Bye.